Oh my goodness. I was so on top of things and created the link and got everything ready for today early. And I sent it to my assistant and she emailed it out, and I forgot to send it to you on Voxer. So I apologize for that. I'm really bummed. So hopefully you guys will start to jump on as you see the link in your email, or if you are getting it now on Voxer, I apologize. But here we go. And the other thing too is if you always go to my YouTube channel, you'll always catch it live because it's public. So you guys can grab it there if you are following me on my YouTube channel. Okay. Well, I am really excited about this class. I'm really excited about our 100-day journey. I feel like there are going to be some amazing stories. I am bound and determined to keep as many of you on this trip to the end. And I know what happens is we can keep a focus for a week on a goal. We can sometimes keep our focus for 30 days on a goal, but 90 days, 100 days, that's when it gets a little bit harder, because I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have distractions. You are going to have things that are going to try to derail you. And my hope and prayer, and I'm going to pray for you daily, is that you stay the course, you get back up again, and you keep going. And you don't look at how far you have to go. You look at today. What can you do today? This 100-day journey and these 100 faces in 100 days, and some of you are doing it 100 faces in 6 months because that's the timeline that you have. Stay the course. We will do our goal in the timeline we give ourselves. Those of you who are giving yourself 6 months, I guarantee you most of the faces are going to happen in the last 30 days. And it's just the way we tend to be. So what I'm going to try to do is keep you on track the whole entire time, and it's going to help me too to stay on track. We're in this together. And the first thing we need, though, are bookings. How can I get more bookings? How can I get more people time? I know I need to be in front of more people, but it's not happening. So follow me all the way through as I share with you about getting names and tracking those names and the faces that you do. Okay, so getting the names and tracking. This journey that we're going on is a form of a pace setters that I had said that I was going to start at the beginning of the year. Now, I think that many of you did start and get in motion right after January Jumpstart or Leadership Conference. And so some of you have already started this, and you're not on your 5th day, you're on your 35th day, maybe, I don't know. But I know some of you started towards that 100 face journey in 100 days. Others of you are grabbing a hold of it now, and you're just now starting to get excited about the power of this concept, and you started March 1st. Either way, we're going to be bold in 2017, which bold for our future area stands for brave, on purpose leaders who are determined and desiring to be different, that you're okay with being different. And I'm going to talk about that here. The other thing is that we're going to be finishers. So we're going to be bold and we're going to be finishers, because it takes being bold to finish an audacious goal. Anyone who sets an audacious goal will tell you that it's not going to come by doing life the way you've always done it, by doing what everybody else deems is acceptable. And that, a lot of people look at sales as crazy. A lot of people look at direct sales as not a viable business or way to make a living. They're crazy. Why do you take on the thought that you're crazy because you've decided to do something different? Wouldn't you think that they're crazy? Any financial advisor will tell you that you need multiple streams of income. And if you talk to anybody who's making a ton of money, they are supporters of direct sales, because most people don't have time to go to the store, and most people really want to be able to support small business owners and to be able to get their products like this, but still have a relationship and connection with the person they're buying it from. we are in the right place at the right time. And so it's time now to be bold and confident in what we're doing. And that is part of the process of finishing this 100-day journey. It all starts with people time. If we're not in front of people, then we are not in business. You can do some things on social media. You can do some things through samples and via text and that type of thing. But the biggest bang for your buck, the biggest joy that you're going to get in your heart and your life, the biggest impact, the most loyalty that you're going to get from a client is when you are face-to-face, your people time. They hear your voice on the phone, not just text message. So it all starts there. Well, you cannot, did I miss it? Also, I don't know why my numbering is off, but whatever. I have it starts with number 3. It should be number 1, but anyway. Okay, so what I love about this process of 100 Faces is that it takes your focus off of the things that you cannot control. I don't know how many of you listened to Monday's hotline message, but the Pearl Power Hotline, I'm the Monday girl, and I left a message today talking about stop worrying about things you cannot control and losing sleep over things and people that you cannot control, and start doing the things you can control, because when you do the things that you can control, you start to gain peace and power in the things that you can't control. You start to be more positive, proactive, creative. You start to be more patient. It's unbelievable what happens when we do and focus on the things that we can control. You cannot control what your team does. You cannot control what your clients will do and what the guests at your parties will do. It's like marriage. I can't pray for him to get it all together. I have to pray for me to be a better wife in order for there to be an atmosphere of change in the home. I have to, actually, it's like the Michael Jackson song. I'm sure that just popped into your head, right? The song where it says you got to make a change. If you want to make the world a better place, then look at yourself and make a change. Change. If you want, I'm going to repeat it. If you want to make the world a better place, then look at yourself and make a change. You think it's everyone else. No one wants to book. No one wants to wear makeup. No one returns my calls. How do I get them to buy? How do I get my team to do something? The answer is look at yourself and make a change. Start doing things that you can control. Start focusing on the things that are right there in front of you that you can do. And you know what? I know part of you are going, but I can't control the bookings because people won't return my phone call. And I can't get the bookings if nobody will talk to me. All right, you got to change your mind because that's the wrong thought. The way to get more bookings is to change your approach, your outlook, and your focus. All right, here's what I mean. Your approach. I'm excited about my vision and my goal. I believe in what I'm doing so much that I don't care if everyone else does. Did you get that? I believe in my vision so much that I don't care if everyone else does. What I'm looking for are those who do care. See, the key word in this sentence is, I don't care if everyone else is excited about my vision. I don't need everyone to be excited about my vision. I'm looking for and I'm focused on the people who are excited about my vision, because you know what? See, I'm not shaken or shut down or derailed by anyone who isn't excited, because most likely I'm not excited about their vision if they even have one. Think about it. If they're not excited about what I'm doing, do you think that we're in alignment? Do you think that I would be excited about what they're excited about and be supportive of what they're doing? I may not discourage them. I may encourage them. I had a friend at church years ago when I was single. She and I buddied up. And we, she had her vision and I had mine. And there were some similarities. We both wanted to make an impact for Jesus. We both wanted to use our gifts in leadership. We both were leaders. But our approach was completely different, and our calling was completely different. Our audience was completely different. She never had a party for me. She never bought product from me. And, right now she's launching something in her life, in her world that does not sink in with me. It's not my world. I was never in corporate America. I'm so excited for her. I am so happy that she's happy. And we had a brainstorm session, and I was able to give her ideas, and she gave me some thoughts and all of that. And we tried to kind of mesh and gel and work together in some way with each other's visions and gifts because we love each other. But it didn't gel. We don't gel. Our visions don't gel. We gel. Our visions don't gel. And it's okay. I don't need her to be on board. I am looking for the people who get my vision. You're not alone. You're not alone. I know sometimes you feel like nobody gets me. I understand. But I get you. And there are tons of other people out there that do. But what's the problem is that you're so daggum focused on this family member that, is doing this and doing that, and this family member that, and this neighbor that this, and this team member that's not working, and this director that, and we're so focused on all these things that we have no control over and that really truly have no impact on our calling and our future. There are things that we need to do when it comes to family members and all of that, but we cannot fix them, help them, do for them. The more we focus on what we can control and what we are able to do, the more of a blessing we are to others. So your approach must be that I'm excited about my vision and my goal. And my approach is now going to be, I'm going to share, and then I'm going to recognize if it is a yay or a nay. If she's on board, she gets me, or she doesn't, and I'm not going to be hurt. I'm not going to be broken. I'm not going to be derailed. I'm not going to start questioning my calling. I'm not. I'm going to know she's not the one, and I'm going to go on to the next person. That's why we need 100 faces. Because it's going to take sifting through 100 faces to find the 24 that are going to make up your baby beginning nucleus of a unit. And those 24 aren't going to stay with you. But you need to go through the 100 to get to the 24 so that you can have a nucleus to start with. And then from there, you're going to meet other people that are going to grow it. And some people are going to leave. But you're not going to be derailed, and you're not going to be deterred because you have a vision and you can't control. You're going to focus on what you can control, which is being in front of more people so that you can find the ones who line up with your vision. That's your approach. Number 2, outlook and attitude must be hopeful, filled with joy for what you do, love for people, and gratitude for the ability to work with women and the freedom to be yourself. Your outlook and your attitude every day when you don't want to get on the phone, when you don't want a warm chat and give someone your card. Instead, you're going to think, I am joyful. I am grateful. I am so free to be myself that I'm going to share this with this person, and she's either going to get it or not, but that's okay because my attitude and my outlook is full of joy. And then number 3, your focus. My focus is not weighed or determined by the answer or the results in the moment. And this is why focus is different than your approach and outlook. Your focus, that arm of what's different, is that you're not going to be focused on, and you're not going to weigh in and determine the end result by the answers or the results in the moment. You are actually in the moment. See, what I'm looking at or focusing my lens on is what I can do in the moment, not what's happening in the moment, not what I can see in the moment, but what I can do in the moment. That's what I'm focusing on. How much I can do this very moment. If I only have 5 minutes, I'm going to focus on what I can do. I'm not going to focus on the fact that I thought I was going to have 2 hours to book and now I only have 5 minutes. No, I'm going to focus on the 5 minutes. And I'm going to focus on what can I do in these 5 minutes What can I do today to get in front of more people? Since the last 3 days I was sick, and the last 2 weeks the kids were sick. So instead of thinking, I can't do this, it's not working, I guess this isn't my season, it's baloney. We're focused on the wrong things. Let's be focused in the moment and what we can do in this moment. Not, oh my gosh, I have to do 100 faces and I'm already on day whatever. How am I going to catch up? Right now, what can I do in this moment? That's all you can control. The reason why we keep missing our goal isn't because of all the obstacles, and it isn't because it's hard. It's because our lens is focused on the wrong thing. Our approach has been trying to get everyone to get it. And our outlook and attitude is that we find joy when we win. We find joy when people say yes, instead of finding joy asking, finding joy in the moment, in the day. No matter what anybody else says, I'm grateful. Okay, so now that we've made this adjustment, we could probably get some bookings and get some more names. So more bookings come from more people time. So let's start there with our action plan for the week. How can you get around more people? I'm going to throw out a few ideas looking at our time here. Okay, so here are some things that I feel comfortable doing, that I find I meet a lot of people without having to put myself in a position where it's awkward for them and for me. I wanted to throw these out here, and I want to make sure you understand what I mean by each of these. Okay, so let me get rolling so you get what I'm saying. Okay, first off, what if you volunteered? You volunteer at work, or you get involved in a cause or a nonprofit. So let's say your work, you guys should really put together a run for a cause at work. And maybe you can get somebody who's acts of service, and they could actually do the work to put it together, and that you're just the cheerleader to rally people and get people excited to do this. The more that you're around people doing something fun and doing something fulfilling and good, then that is going to open the door to connection. You make connections with people at that level, then it makes it easier for you to ask them to help you with your goal and your vision. It makes it easier for you to know if they align with your vision, and it makes it easier for them to understand your purpose versus looking at as you trying to book them for Mary Kay. It needs to be things that you're doing that you feel led to do, not something that you're trying to do to get names. For example, I started a Bible study. I felt led to start a Bible study at the apartment complex that I was living at. I really felt led to do it at one point. I didn't do it then. I was disobedient. And then I started it right when we were moving out. But regardless, I followed the lead of what I felt like I was supposed to do. I started this Bible study, and I've really made a great connection with these girls. And one of them used to do Mary Kay, and I messaged her and I'm like, listen, I have this 100 face challenge. Will you be one of my faces? I mean, do you have a couple of girlfriends that you could get together? I mean, I'll hook you up with products. And she loves Mary Kay, and she got it. She got it. Now, I wouldn't have, honestly, I wouldn't have asked her unless I felt like I could. I didn't ask the other girl. I don't know her well enough, and I don't want her to think that she has to, just because I'm doing this Bible study that she's a part of. You get my drift. Because I'm around people, I've been staying in my apartment a lot. I haven't been out and about as much as I really should be. I'm a loner. I like being at home. I didn't want to start this Bible study. I hate being in charge of a Bible study. I hate it. But I love the Bible study. I know I was supposed to do it. And now it's going to probably open some doors for me to meet even more people. I'm just saying get out of the house. I'm not saying start a Bible study so you can book. I'm saying do the things that you know you're supposed to do around people, and then be bold enough to share with the people that you are connecting with. And don't be afraid, and share your heart and say, you know what, I really do have this vision. I really feel like there's just something to this 100 face challenge. I just feel led to put the product on 100 faces and see what God does and see who he puts in my life that really needs this product or needs this opportunity. Will you help me do this? And you say that to people who are going to get that. Some people are going to get that. Not everyone's going to get that phraseology, but maybe you do have some girlfriends that you were involved in different organizations with that you could share that with. Join a book club, or just to be around like-minded people. You'd be surprised when you get around people who like learning, who like growing, they're going to understand that you have a goal and they'll want to help you. Do activities with other business people. Example, I hooked up with a photographer. She was doing a photo shoot at a real estate office. I went with her. I'm not a fan of working with realtors, to be honest with you. I mean, sorry if I hurt anybody's feelings, but I've never had great success working with realtors. But I like the photographer, and I thought, you never know. I didn't connect with any of the realtors, but I connect with the receptionist. She should not be a receptionist. Super sharp. I mean, like, so sharp. And so I'm really excited. And in the process, I recruited the photographer. So my point being, I got out of the house and I did something I wouldn't normally want to do, which is be in a real estate office. Do these activities. What is your hairdresser doing? Are they doing a hair show? Are they doing an event at their salon to promote something? Gyms, trainers. Do you know of a trainer or somebody who works at a gym who has a large following? She's so good at doing these classes, and maybe she'll let you do a little commercial at the end of the class. Do you know somebody who heads up Girl Scouts? I did an event for a big celebration at the end of the year for all the Girl Scouts that were like moving up in their patch graduation. I don't know the lingo, I don't have kids, but when I went to this big event, there were 250 kids, and that right there, I met one of my first Cadillac directors at that event. I got out. I went around people. Not everyone got it. Not everyone even wanted to come over and see what I was doing. In fact, out of the 250, there were probably 50. The rest were like, okay, I don't care. Because out of the 50, I booked 10 parties, and I recruited 3 people, and one of them became a Cadillac director. My point is, get out and get around people. People time. You guys, be ready to warm chat. What about women's outings? Are there different women's events that you could go to? Make heartfelt connections. Then you know if it's going to open a door to something else. Please do not go to these events, Bible studies, book clubs, and all that, and start pumping Mary Kay. Worst thing you can do. You're out and about to make connections and relationships, and sometimes it ends up you help someone with their business and you get nothing. It's just about connecting. Be ready to warm chat. These are from Pink Printing. Let me see how I'm doing with their time. Okay, these are from Pink Printing. This one right here I really like. It says, "Caught being fabulous. You've got your own style. You're classy and sassy. Here's a gift for just being you." And on the back, it says, "Hello, gorgeous. Join me in a pampering session and receive $10 in products for being my guest." Great to invite people to your guest events. Great to just, if there's someone you want to warm chat, you feel uncomfortable, and you just say, "I have to give this to you. This is the funniest thing, but I'm going to tell you, I thought of you. I have to give this to you. This is so you. You are so cute. You were so easy to work with. Thank you for dealing with my craziness." Or, "Thank you for helping me." And you have something to give them. Say, "Listen, let me text you my business card real quick so you know who I am. If you want to take advantage of it, great. Let me text you my business card." And you text it. You make it simple, you make it fun, and you make it you. Just be you. These cards. Love this card. This is a gift for you. And on the back, it says, "This certificate is good for $25 off any most popular set of your choice, redeemable at your pamper session." So they can't redeem this on my website. They can't call me and they want something. They have to redeem it at their facial, and they can only redeem it towards one of our most popular sets, which all of them are more than $50. Okay, so I love this because then I tell them if they have 2 friends join them, it doubles. Just saying. And I don't do that until after I warm up to them and texting, and then you can try to turn it into a party. But my whole point is be ready. You can order these at Pink Printing. They come in these big packs, and I love it because then you can put them in your basket. This is a great idea that Kristen Sharp shared with us, and it's just a little basket that I have anytime I go somewhere like a salon or that real estate office, or I went to this other event, this other beauty event, and I had this and I was like, yeah, take one of the little goodie bags. And inside are samples or a hand cream with the gift card inside. Okay, hand cream with the gift card and little chocolates. And then that way there's a connection in there with the gift card. And then I, again, will say, hey, let me text you my business card in case you want to redeem your gift card. Now, my phone number is on the gift card, but they don't really know that. And so I say, let me text you my card. Always have a digital card ready. Be ready to warm chat. If you're not out of the house, you can't warm chat. I know for a fact this is what you guys do. You get up in the morning, you take the kids to school, or you get up in the morning and you work around your house, or you get up in the morning and you go to work. All of you have these routines, or you get up in the morning, you go to the gym, but everybody gets up and they do something in the morning that they're used to doing. And then after work or after the gym or after taking the kids or after doing a couple of things around the house, you now are faced with a decision. You can stay in your routine and go straight home from work, go straight home from the gym, not shower until 3, and never be in front of anyone. Do you know why I know this? Because I know. Because I've done it. And I know how hard it is to get out of the house. We can always find something when you're working late and you commute and you rush home. You're not talking to anybody on the train. You're not talking to anybody at the grocery store when you stop to pick up a couple of things on your way home. You're not finding a way to get in front of people, maybe go to the gym after work so you can meet some people. I know it. What about walking your dog at dog parks? What about finding opportunities for play dates for your dogs? I've met some women that way. Sitting in your house is no way to build your business. So you've got to get up and get out. And on the times that you're off work or you don't have the kids, do not work from home. Get out of your house and go to a coffee shop. If you sit at home, you're going to do the dishes. Got to get out. You got to have more people time. There are ways to be able to meet more people. And getting out of the house, you're more likely to meet someone than not, even if you're not a good warm chatter, because I'm not a good warm chatter. But when I'm out of the house, opportunity presents itself. It's crazy. Who do you know that you haven't asked is my next point. And do you have scripts that you love and that you hang on to? Because my 100 face script I love. And I just say to people, I am doing 100 faces in 100 days. I have got to get 100 faces done in 100 days. And I don't know about you. Have you ever started something, you're not finished it, and it makes you feel like crap? Well, I'm finishing this. Every face counts. Just help me. My BNI group, they're being so supportive because I've said it a few times as my commercial. All I need is a face. I need women with skin every week. I'm just looking for women who have skin. Just 100 faces. So, no purchase necessary. I just need 100 faces. And you know what we know is when they get with us and we sit down with them and we have fun and they try their product, they always want it. Who have you not asked? And have you gotten excited about that script? Let's close this out with a challenge and a couple more thoughts to help you get over that hump. How are you going to feel, you guys, when you finish? I've already envisioned it. I haven't done something like this in a really long time. Been in front of that many people in a short period of time, I'm embarrassed to say. 100 faces in 100 days is going to radically change your business. That's how I earned my Cadillac, and it wasn't even hard. And so I'm determined to finish. How are you going to feel when you finish those 100 faces? And how are you going to feel when you don't finish those 100 faces? Now, I do want to warn you. Some of you are finishers, but that's all you do, is you finish a task without a purpose or a launching pad to the next goal. I don't want you to put the product on 100 faces and you write it on a piece of paper and nothing came of it. If your expectations are the fact that you're going to, through these 100 faces, find your car team, your free car team, find new people that you're going to love working with, that you're going to sell lots of roll-up bags and meet a whole bunch more people and tap into circles that you would have never met in a million years if you did not step out of your comfort zone to do these 100 faces. You are going to be so blown away. When I started doing this and I earned my first Cadillac, I traced back because I had all these cool names and circles and people in different pockets of town and everything. And I'm like, how did this happen? And I started tracing each one of them back. And I was like, oh my gosh, I met her from her. And I met her from her who didn't buy anything, but she got me into this office. And from that office, I recruited this girl. And then this girl I met through this event. And I mean, it was just so crazy because I just started doing things that I didn't want to do, but I had to get out of the house. Don't just write down 100 names. I want you to believe and pray and expect the women that you're about to meet are going to some of them are going to be people that you're going to do life with and that are going to run across your Cadillac or your unit club or your whatever finish line. Now, others of you are people who fade out and you think it doesn't matter. Like your goal of freedom is going to happen without finishing 100 faces. Like, oh, I missed it. You know, I don't even know what happened. Like it just, time got away. And like before I knew it, I don't even know what happened. Like, oh, this, like, I just don't even know. But I really want directorship. I really want the car. I really want financial freedom. And it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. It's not. It's not. I know you guys think I'm so crazy because I'm sitting in my office like wackadoo doing this little show for you because I want to get it in your head. We have to finish, and we have to finish the right way. We have to grab this goal seriously because who you become is going to be new. And it's going to be fresh. And your old self will start fading away. That's how people change. People make big changes in their life and in their circumstances because they start focusing on the things that they can do. They get so tired and so done. And I don't know if this is where you are. Is if you just go, Cindy, I'm tired. Like I'm done. I'm at a point where I just don't even know what else to do. And that's a good place to be. Because oftentimes when you're tired and your back is against the wall and you're just, you're at your wit's end is when you start to become more willing to do what everyone's been telling you to do for a long time. And we're trying to find other ways to do it. And there's just no other way, you guys. We have to put the product on new faces. And that's what Nathan Moore challenged us to do. And he's going to challenge you to do that at Career Conference. He's going to say, I want you all in, meaning I'm sold out for direct sales. The other people are crazy. I'm not crazy. And I'm looking for other people who get it. I'm going to put the product on new faces because when I'm in front of people and I have people time, lives are changed. And we're going to be number one again. Because I'm going to do my part. I'm going to take responsibility. I know I've been hiding around my circumstances and trying to fix all my situations and people around me and trying to get all of that right. And it's none of your business. And even if it is your business, you're better off praying for all of those things going on around you and working where God has planted you to impact people's lives. You guys can do this. And so I can't wait to start hearing stories and testimonies of the people that you're meeting and the people that you're running with, because I guarantee you at the end of this, many of you are going to say, out of those 100 faces, there are women in those names and that list that earned their cars. And their lives and their families' lives were changed because I was bold and I was a finisher. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out with me tonight. I'm so excited. Tracking sheets are on your way. If you didn't hear my message about tracking, it's important. You're going to get one in the morning about tracking, and you'll have a surprise in your email tomorrow with some great resources. So, mwah! Have a great night. Bye.